We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, Oh, hello! I was just reading the Constitution, which is going to be irrelevant in a year. Donald Trump is going to be our next president. And this is what he looks like. Nope, that's an orange. This is what Donald Trump looks like. Nope, that's an orangutan. Donald J. There we go, that's what he looks like. As many of you know, and for those of you who do not, I regret to inform you, Donald Trump is going to be president. And many people are scared of that fact. On one side, you have people who are saying he's not my president and are protesting on the streets. And on the other, you have people who are saying, screw you, he is our president, bow down to Overlord Trump. Regardless, I am not here to tell you what to think or what side you should fall on. I'm just here to tell you what to expect. And so, without further ado, it is time to explain the 45th.
What to expect is crazy, hilarious, and different from any president ever, because we do not know what Donald Trump's policies actually are. Like, at all. We don't know any of them. All we know is China's bad, he's great, jobs, yay. The way to tell what Donald Trump's policies will not be so much from himself, but instead of who he puts in his cabinet and will surround himself with. And he has also tweeted, a lot, so yeah, everything's gonna be okay, you guys. So in order to explain what Donald Trump's policies will be and what a Donald Trump administration is, it is time to explain what the 45th President of the United States will do. First, one part of a Donald Trump administration is that the Constitution of the United States is going to be put to the test or irrelevant, because as I said, it will probably be gone by the end of the year. I'm just kidding, of course, but I'm actually not, because it will actually happen. And even if it is changed, it will be changed to such things as Amendment 1. Greatness. Amendment 2, even more greatness. Amendment 3, we're gonna win bigly. And the rest are, just words. Second, Donald Trump has to hire 5,000 people, because new presidents get new staff for all departments. So he's not just hiring someone to run a department, and that is the only person who works there, as if it is office space. No, he needs to hire 200 to 300 people for each department, which, is exactly like running a hotel. Except instead of hospitality, it is the entire federal government. It's going to be hard to find 300 people to work as bureaucrats for, the EPA, who want to destroy the agency and then the environment. Good luck with that, bud, because that is like hiring 300 arsonists to run the Department of Preventing Fires. Or picking a businessman with no experience to run the country. He has already made some cabinet picks and managed to pick people who have no experience in government, who are not even qualified. Donald Trump's pick for head of the Treasury, Steve Mnuchin, who has no experience in the government and has basically worked as a banker at Goldman Sachs and others. But he is best known for being the executive producer of Suicide Squad. Seriously. He was executive producer of Suicide Squad. That is real. I did not make that up. There he is. Look at him. These people need to be confirmed in the Senate, which is how these things work. They need to show they're qualified. And Senate confirmations are grueling, and of course the Democrats will pick apart every part of his cabinet picks like vultures, which is fine because they will be the watchdogs against crazy, unqualified people who should not step one foot into a government building, let alone run an agency. Another recent example would be Andy Puzder, the head of Carl's Jr. Hardee's fast food restaurants, who believes women in bikinis eating burgers on American muscle cars is America, and who believes his employees are dumb people who demand too much money and human things, like vacations or benefits, and therefore should be run by robots. Seriously, he believes that. So naturally, he should run the Department of Labor because he totally values workers that he just wants them to turn into robots from Westworld or something. And then there's Mike Pence. Oh, Mike Pence. The wonderfully crazy Mike Pence. Governor of Indiana, former representative from Indiana, former right-wing radio talk show host from Indiana, former, baby from Indiana, who believed that Mulan was a liberal plot that wanted to brainwash our children. Seriously, he believed that. Look, there it is. Mike Pence is very socially conservative. He signed the Religious Liberty Bill back in 2015, which allowed for businesses to discriminate against gay people. Here he is signing the bill surrounded by a bunch of religious leaders of all faiths. So it can't be bad, obviously. He is hardcore against gay marriage and abortion, which is really scary because he is now the president of the Senate and next in line for the presidency. Yeah, that's the guy who I want as my president, not this guy. He's our president now. I mean, everything turned out well for Macaulay Culkin after that. Finally, Donald Trump picked Elaine Chao, who is the wife of Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, who looks like a turtle. He is a turtle, don't even argue with me, he's a turtle. End of discussion, he is a living, breathing turtle. His wife used to run the Department of Labor under George W. Bush and will now lead the Department of Transportation, which is good, because if there is anything I want, it is people related to power in some sort of power, because that is what a healthy democracy is.
So that is a little bit of what to expect during a Donald Trump presidency. It doesn't even scratch the surface of what to expect for the next 4 years of hell. But remember this, anything that Donald Trump wants to do, he'll have to deal with the courts, and he'll have to deal with the Constitution. So remember, everything's going to be okay. Everything will be fine. There are midterms in 2 years, the Democrats will fight like hell against Donald Trump, and by the time we know it, Donald Trump will be a big disgrace and out of office. Now, if you excuse me, I just bought a condo in Toronto, Canada. I hear Canada's a lovely place, and really full of nice people. So I'm just going to move there now. Good luck, you guys. You're going to need it. You're all screwed.